All right, folks, what is good? Quick video. Look, the Atlanta Falcons, man. What can you say about them? Phenomenal game. Look, I gotta sit back and I gotta shut my mouth right now because Desmond Ritter it did showed me that he's not going to be. Well, I ain't gonna say going to be, but today he was not just an above average quarterback. I mean, this guy was damn good, and I reserve the right to be wrong because hey, nobody's perfect. But listen to this here. The Atlanta Falcons defeat the Houston Texans 21-19. Desmond Ritter answers the call, distributes the ball extremely well. I can't do nothing but be impressed. I got to take this. And a lot of people who were looking at Desmond Ritter sideways, well, you got to take this. Now, me, I felt like there was a ceiling with Desmond Ritter. And I thought what you saw in the past 4 games is exactly what you're going to get. But today, you got a player that stepped way beyond what we saw before. This kid showed that he can be a very solid quarterback. Now, if he can do this consistently, he's easily going to be in the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. Now, do I see that? No, I'll reserve. I do not see that right now. I mean, one game's not going to fix that. But I will say this is an incredible game by the Atlanta Falcons. Find a way to win. Great plays by Bijan Robinson. How about getting the ball to Kyle Pitts? 7 catches for 87 yards. When a lot of people said that Kyle Pitts, including myself, said that there was an argument for this guy to not be able to get separation and get the ball. Now, I will say he did not get the separation I was looking for, but I'll be damned. He made those catches. 7 for 87, leading receiver on the team. And how about Drake London coming in the clutch in the last couple of drives? 6 catches for 78. Jonnu Smith, even though he fumbled the ball, he had 6 for 67. Also, Bijan Robinson fumbled the ball as well, but he had 14 carries for 46 yards and also had an incredible behind the back catch for a touchdown, which, he basically redeemed himself for that play. And the defense, say what you want about this defense. The defense gave up a lot of yards passing, and this is what I say. This is a passing league. You're going to give up passing plays. But for 249, it doesn't look like it was just 249 that CJ Stroud threw for. It looked like he made it over the 300-yard mark with all of the plays that they were able to get. But the running game was shut down completely. Dameon Pierce had a couple of good runs, but when it was time to shut it down, the defense shut it down. Phenomenal plays by the defense overall. They did not let nothing happen that was too significant. I think for the most part, we could have blew this team out if we were able to not fumble the ball and actually get some points when we were in the red zone. I mean, I think Desmond Ritter at one time drove the team down 4 times in a row to get some points. I mean, we could have easily scored into the 30s in this game. Now, another thing I will say, I've been saying this on record since Marcus Mariota was the quarterback. You let the quarterback throw 30, 35 times a game, you're going to get great results. Desmond Ritter was 28 of 37, threw for 329. I mean, I cannot say nothing bad about what Desmond Ritter did today. I mean, it was a phenomenal game, great game, shut me up, made me think that there's more work to be done for Desmond Ritter in his developmental process. Now, I will say this, after a year and 8 games, you would think you kind of got what you got in a quarterback. But obviously, Desmond Ritter is continuously showing us that, hey, I got something here. I am QB1 for a reason. I got something here. So let me show you. And he showed. And also, shout out to Coach Arthur Smith. Some of his play calling earlier was kind of weird. The double reverse with Drake London throwing to Jonnu Smith. I mean, I ain't going to say it was unnecessary, but you didn't expect that. I mean, that was something that was like, all right, you really going to do that? Oh, I dropped my phone. But you really gonna do that? But it worked, so you can't really question it. And there was some other plays, it kind of was a head scratcher. But what happened in the second half, or pretty much in the second quarter, late in the second quarter, things slowed down. Things got really, really simplified for the Falcons. That made Desmond Ritter really sit back and process what was in front of him and make good reads, make good decisions, put himself in position to throw the ball accurately, throw easy passes, throw passes where the receivers actually can get the ball. And it was basically what you want to see with this team going forward with a young quarterback. You keep this up, I don't think these games end like this. And when we have to use a field goal, I think if you continue that, just like when you saw the Green Bay game, or when you saw even the parts of the Jacksonville game, when you if you see those type of movements or those type of plays or that type of mentality and play calling in the beginning of the game, this team could go far. This is one of the reasons why I said, and I know it's still a stretch, I said this team could win 14 games because of the way the defense is playing and the way the offense can move. You play like this in the fourth quarter or in the third quarter, you play like this all 4 quarters, this team is going to be very difficult to beat. So I cannot lie. I got to sit here and say, look, I still think that Desmond Ridder is going to be above average quarterback. I don't think he's going to be that good to elite quarterback status. But if he keeps this up, it can happen. I will say that. I know it's just one game. I know it's just, basically really 3 quarters. I ain't gonna say, I'll just say it was just one game, but you have to build off of this. You have to have the building blocks to get to that level. And like I said, if this was the first 8, 9 games in general, I would be giving more of a rope and be like, okay, he still needs a lot to learn, but he's been in this system for a year. That's why I sat back and was like, all right, well, what do we got with Desmond Ridder, But he shows that he showed me that there's something there. So kudos to the Falcons. Phenomenal game. I cannot be mad at this game. This is going to be a game that I'm going to be watching highlights of. I'm going to be watching. I may even try to replay and watch this game again. This was a great game. I cannot sit here and, say otherwise. This was a good game for the Falcons, and I'm extremely impressed. Maybe they could build off this. Hopefully they could build off this. And Desmond Ridder could, make me I ain't gonna say a believer, but he could prove me wrong. Because like I said, I thought his ceiling was above average, but this right here was not above average play. I'm sorry. This was really good play. I think it was like one play that could have been picked off by the Texans. That happens. Hell, every quarterback pretty much has that. So I'm gonna get out of here. Let me know what you guys think. I think I said enough. Yeah, man. What are you guys' thoughts? Look, 28 passes for 37 attempts, 329, 1 touchdown. Pretty solid game, man. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.